Hey guys, okay, today I'm going to do the characters for a much larger project that I'm doing, and I sort of showed you a little bit yesterday the chick, and I know it's a half a chick. That's what I want. I don't want a full chick. So it's just a little head peeping up, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. Now this is for a piece of another project that I'm working on, a much larger Easter project, but sometimes, you know, as crafts go, you make them in little, you know, parts of it in different stages. So I'm up to the part where I'm actually doing the clay work for the characters that I want in that project, and I promise you that one is going to be very cute. Okay, so I'm conditioning my polymer clay. This is Sculpey Primo. I like this brand for sculpting much better than other brands, only because of its firmness, and you can see I'm doing a lot of clay conditioning, and I had been working on it before. It's just about there now. So I'm going to rip off a piece so that you get an idea of where I'm going with this. Here's an Easter egg, just a plastic Easter egg I got at the dollar store. And if you place the chick, this is why it's a half a chick, in it, well, it's not glued, sorry. He's going to just be peeping out the egg. See, that's much cuter than when it's not in the egg. So you're getting an idea, and these are so easy to do. There doesn't take much sculpting to do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to form a full circle and press it down. Sorry, my work surface is a little bit cloudy because I've been conditioning the yellow clay on it. Okay, so you want it to be sort of an oval shaped half circle. And then what I'm going to do is take my knife and I'm going to just cut the bottom off. Very easy. Simple. And I also apologize for the glare. I'm in the process of setting up my craft room a little bit differently, because I am making the crafting videos instead of normally I just snap photos, and I had my photo area all done, but it wasn't good for, while the lighting is good for photos, it wasn't good for video. So I'm redesigning my craft room, which I will do a tour of when I'm finished, and it'll have a much nicer area for videoing. I'm gonna update my lighting system. Right now I'm using direct over the head lighting, and it doesn't always work out great. I get a lot of spots, and I also use my countertop, which is black marble. Okay, so a little bit larger than my original head. I'm going to cut it back. And I'm doing 3 chicks. I'm only going to do 1 in front of you. I need 3 for the project that I'm working on. And this, of course, is my second. And I want them relatively to be the same size. Okay, I'll clean that up off camera. I want to get to the wings. And what I'm going to do is, when I want to bend this so that it fits nicely, see how this is shaped right to the egg? It butts up against the egg really nice. That's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure the clay sits in the egg properly. And that's where I get my proper bend. Okay, so I'm going to work on the wings. And the wings are very simple. I'm going to just roll it out into a log. This log's a little bit thick. And I want it approximately even, so it's about the same amount of clay in it. I'm going to cut off the ends because the ends are always have less clay. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this in half. So we have approximately the same amount. A lot of times when I'm doing this, I'll actually use a cookie cutter, which is easier because you get the same amount, you know, just to measure out the clay. And I'm going to bend it and then flatten it. Now, I'm not too concerned of it going bird to bird because every bird, of course, is different. You don't need identical birds, but you do want the wings to be pretty identical as far as size goes. And here you have his little head popping up. And I'm going to place the wing so it actually comes up over the egg and it sort of shapes itself to the egg. So it really looks like he's leaning up against it. If I have a baker's I've transferred my clay piece onto a tile. I like working on tile because I don't have to pick up the piece after this. I could just transfer it into the oven directly on the tile, which is great. I bought them at Home Depot for about 10 cents each, and I bought a whole stack of them. I'm going to start with the decorating on the face, and the beak is just a simple cone. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid Sculpey to it, and the liquid Sculpey is going to act like a glue and then dry clear. Running out a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to do two simple black eyes, just little balls of black polymer clay. I want them about the same size. And I always make a couple of extra and pick the two that come out the closest. And I think I feel those two. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and when I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of chalk. This is pastel chalk, and I'm using two colors of pink. It's actually three colors: light, medium, and dark. And I'm going to just lighten up the cheeks a little, give it a little rosy glow. I'm done. I'm going to add a little white to the eyes to give it a little bit of a shine. But that'll be later on. I'll use a little bit of acrylic paint on it. Okay, I'm ready to pop this one in the oven.